Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga with Danielle. Today we're going to focus on our head, neck, and shoulders. So go ahead and find a comfortable seated position on your mat. You can use a pillow or a block. Blankets are always welcome also to sit on for a little bit more comfort here. Okay, so right away we're going to start with our arms and our hands just in our lap here, okay? And right away start to root down through your sit bones. Feel the length of your spine, okay? And this requires a lot of work. Okay, it's not easy to sit up right. Okay, it requires a lot of effort here. So just close your eyes for just a moment and just kind of see, where your spine is. Okay, how your head, neck, and shoulders are feeling as you're sitting here. Notice if you're pitched forward a little bit, or maybe you're like leaning to one side. Okay, tuning in and really recognizing those subtleties in your body. They may be small, they may be large. Okay, but really tuning in. Good. Take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. Allowing your mind to calm, starting to find the rhythm of your breath. And just blinking your eyes open. Keep that rhythm of your breath going here. And then we're just going to roll the shoulders back a few times. So about, 3 to 4 times rolling your shoulders back. Good. And then gently roll them forward. Good. And then we're going to shrug the shoulders. So we're going to bring the shoulders up by our ears. Get really crunchy and then slowly start to drop them down, release them. Okay, so do this a few times really slow, creeping your shoulders up by your ears, and then really slowly lower your shoulders down away from your ears slowly. Good, one more time, bringing your shoulders up to your ears, or your ears up. Good, and then dropping your shoulders down nice and slow. Now we'll actually do a real shrug, okay? So we'll bring our shoulders up and shrug them down 3 times. Good, up and shrug. Good. Okay, great. From here, turning your palms up towards the sky, arms down by your sides. Slowly reach your arms just about shoulder height, okay? And palms are up towards the sky. Gently reach your thumbs back. It's like you're gonna stretch behind yourself, okay? And again, just opening up through the chest, the pecs, the shoulders, the biceps, okay? Good, and then slowly bring your arms back in line with your shoulders. Good, turn your palms down. And then same thing, bring your pinky fingers back into space. Keep upright, try not to arch or, kind of poke your ribcage forward. Stay nice and long, bring those pinky fingers back. Good, and bringing your hands back in line with your shoulders and then gently releasing your arms back down. Good, from here, turn your palms back up towards the sky, reach your arms up over your head. Good, and then exhaling hands at your heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. Nice and slow, turning your palms up towards the sky so there's that external rotation, reaching your arms up over your head, and exhaling hands at your heart center. Last one, and again, this is really just to kind of feel out the shoulder joint, seeing how the mobility is feeling today. Good, hands together at your heart center. Great, from here, reaching your arms forward. Okay, we're gonna turn our palms up. And then just like serving like a tray, you're gonna bring your elbows in towards the side body, okay? And then you're gonna reach your arms forward. Good. We're just gonna do this 5 times, just nice and slow. And again, keeping your spine nice and long, sitting up really tall, navel in, rib cage sealed together as best you can. Good, just about 2 more. I think that's about 5. If you do a little extra, that's okay, it won't kill us. Good, okay, from here, we're gonna bring our arms forward, okay? Palms are still up towards the sky. Now arms out to the sides. And then now we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna make a little W, okay? Elbows come into the side body, and then reaching your arms straight out directly to the side, okay? Make sure you can see your hands and your arms and your peripheral vision, right? So they're not back behind you. You want them slightly forward, ever so slightly. And again, about 5 times, just kind of serving our platter here with our W. Good. Great, and then on your last one, arms will reach out and then slowly bring your arms forward. Good, we'll do the same thing, this time palms down. Okay, so bringing your elbows in, squeezing those shoulder blades, and then slowly lengthening. Good, here's 2, and 3, 2 more. 4. Good. And 5. Arms reach out to the side, same things. Hands come in like a weird little W and then reaching back out. 1. Good. 2. Sitting up tall. 3. Navel in. 4. Long spine. 5. Good. Arms reach out, arms come forward, and then slowly releasing your arms down by your sides again. Good. Turn your palms up towards the sky, arms up over your head. Notice how this feels maybe a little bit different. Okay, good. 2 more times. Arms reach up over your head. Exhaling, hands at your heart center. Last one. Arms reach up over your head. Exhaling, hands at your heart center. Good. Okay, serving those trays one more time. Okay, so we're going to turn our palms up again. We're going to bend our elbows in towards our sides. And then all we're going to do is just open and close our hands and our forearms. Just opening and closing. Okay, so working on the rotator cuff. Again, opening up the chest and the shoulders here. Activating really through the back. Mostly here, okay, the rotator cuff. Okay, good. Let's do 3 more. Good. Okay, great. And then slowly bring your arms down by your sides. Okay, good. Last time, 3 rounds of little half sun A's with the arms. Good. And this should feel a little bit better this time. Good. Last one. Great. And then slowly release your hands and arms just down by your sides or in your lap. And we're just going to start with the crown of our head, circling your head in one direction. Good. Make it about, 5 times. Just make sure to count it out. Give yourself some time to go slow if you'd like to. Just making sure to create balance on this first side. So counting so that you can do the same amount on the second side. Good. And then slowly reversing the circle, nice and slow. Really wonderful. Bringing your head back in line with your spine. Good. And you're just going to drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Okay, and you're welcome to stay here. If you want to intensify the stretch, you can bring your right hand just across your face here, just gently adding just a little bit of weight of the hand on the side of your temple here, okay? And again, you're welcome to stay here. Try not to get too crunchy with this right side, right? It's not about actually bringing your ear towards your shoulder, okay? It's just going in that side direction so you get this nice big stretch through the left side of the neck. Good, okay? And then again, if you'd like, you can stretch those left fingertips down towards the mat, okay? Creating a little bit of resistance. Good, and then for extra more stretch, go ahead and press the heel of your hand, the palm of your hand out. And you may even get a deeper stretch here. Good. Take your time, gently release, nice and slow. Go slow. Good. Okay, left ear to left shoulder. Good. And then again, you're welcome to stay here. Or bringing that left hand just across your face, your head to the side here, and just adding a gentle weight. I'm barely touching myself here, okay? I'm not like cranking my head down. It's just a little extra added weight. Good. And then pressing your right fingertips down towards the mat or pressing the palm of your hand out and away for extra stretch here. Good. Breathing deeply, find that rhythm of your breath. Okay, good. And then very slowly, moving mindfully, releasing your hand, bringing your head back in line with your spine. Great. And then gently just look over your shoulder to the left. Good. Drop your chin down towards your armpit, towards your left pec muscle. Good. Bring your chin back in line and then head to the center. Good. And then focus over to the right, looking over your right shoulder. And then gently just drop your chin down in this direction, like towards your armpit, towards your collarbone. Good, and then lifting right back up and then head back in line with your spine. Good, okay, so we're gonna do that exact same motion again, but we're gonna add again a little bit of weight with our hands. So again, you're welcome to do the same thing. We're gonna hold a little bit longer. Otherwise, if you want a little bit deeper stretch, you're gonna take your hands, you're gonna place them against the right side of your chest. So I'm pressing right up on top of my pec muscles here, okay? And I'm pressing down, so again, to add a little bit of resistance and add a little bit of weight here. Okay, and I'm gonna bring my left ear to my left shoulder, okay? And then we're gonna play with kind of the angles here. So you can stay here, or you can again drop your chin towards your shoulder, armpit, and you can gently kind of shift back and forth from ear to shoulder, chin to shoulder, going back and forth. Oh, this feels so good. It's like a nice little mini massage for yourself. Good, and of course you can, feel free to stay still. You do not have to move around as much. You're welcome to, stay and hold the pose a little bit longer. Okay, good. All right, and then gently bring your head back in line with your spine, release your hands, and then we'll go to the other side. So hands again are gonna place over my left pec, my chest muscles here, and then using that resistance, okay? So press down as you drop your right ear to your right shoulder, okay? So you feel lots of length here. Good, and then again, playing with the angles, maybe dropping your chin down towards your chest, towards your shoulder. And it might not get all the way there, but again, just being mindful and kind of noticing what you need for your head, neck, and shoulders here. Check in with your breath. Enjoy this self-care massage. Great. Slowly release, coming back to the center. Good. And then we'll just do another, just like one head circle in one direction. Okay. And then reversing your circle, kind of just resetting the neck here. Good. Okay. And then let's do a nice big side body stretch. Okay. So gently just leaning over to the side, just nice and gentle here. Good, coming on up and switching sides. I find that when I'm having some tension in my head, neck, and shoulders, it actually feels better to move as well too. So, make sure to move around, try not to stay too, still in one position. All right, we're gonna bring our legs around and come into tabletop. So sometimes the more we move, it's gonna help us kind of move through any tightness that we have in our body, okay? But again, just be mindful, really listen to your body, okay? Let's move gently in and out of cat and cow. And remember, if you're having any head, neck, and, shoulder issues today, your range is gonna be different, okay? And you just have to be mindful of that, and it's okay, right? Like, we're doing yoga so that we can practice yoga forever, right? For the longevity of our body, our practice, okay? So go gentle, be easy, be generous, be kind to yourself, and it's okay that you have to nurse an injury or nurse, some tightness and strain in your body, okay? That's why we're here to practice all of that, okay? Okay, great. From here, let's go ahead and shift into child's pose when you're ready. Big toes together, knees out nice and wide, shifting your hips back and down as best as you can. And remembering that if child's pose is not accessible to you, you can always keep your hips lifted over your knees, and you can just lower your forehead down if that feels good, or just come back to that seated position. Okay, we're just gonna do a little twist here. So we're gonna thread the needle, so left arm under the right, just threading under nice and gentle. Again, maybe you look over towards your left hand, maybe you start to look over towards the side wall, maybe you start to roll this right shoulder up. Okay, so you start to find a little spiral action through the upper back. Good, and then gently releasing and going straight away to the other side. Right arm under the left, a little baby thread the needle. And again, lots of those variations, just choosing what feels best for your body. Okay, good, and then gently coming right back to the center. On your next inhale, gently shift forward. We'll tuck our toes under and make our way into our first downward facing dog. Good. Pedal your feet out, sway your hips from side to side. Good. Let's stay for about 3 more deep breaths. Inhaling in through your nose, exhaling out. Good, inhaling in, exhaling out. Good, last one, inhaling in, exhaling out. Good, lowering back down onto your knees, and then gently just doing another round of cat and cow, nice and gentle. Okay, good. And then we're going to make our way into our second downward dog. Okay, so here's our second downward dog. Hips lift up nice and high. Good. Shaking your head yes, shaking your head no. Good. Finding again that release in your head, neck, and shoulders. Really pressing into your hands to lift your hips up nice and high here. Okay, good. And then slowly lowering back down onto the knees. Okay, your choice. Coming back into that child's pose, or we're going to do thread the needle again on our hands and knees. Okay, so left arm reaches up towards the sky. Okay, let's do a few little wrist circles here, just stretching out the wrist. Good. Left arm under the right, dropping down onto your left shoulder. And again, gently bringing your left ear down. Good. And then squaring your hips off. Staying here with your right hand under your shoulder, or you can start to walk your fingertips towards the top of your mat. And again, finding this nice big spiral through the upper back. Breathe deeply. Good. You're welcome to lift those right fingertips up and reach your right arm up towards the sky if you like. Good. Right hand comes back under the shoulder. We'll unwind. The left arm reaches back up towards the sky. And then lowering your left hand down. Right arm reaches up. Okay, threading the needle. But first, a few little circles with the wrist here. Good. Feeling that chest open up. Good. And then right arm under the left, dropping down nice and slow. Good. And then taking that same variation you did on the first side for this side. So we create a little bit of balance in our body. But again, just be mindful, right? Like if this side feels totally different, you have to do something different on this side, that's okay. Listen up, tune in. It's more important that you listen to what your body needs in this moment than doing the posture the way you're supposed to or you think that you're supposed to do it, okay? Good. Left hand lowers down, left hand under the shoulder. We'll unwind, right arm back up towards the sky. And exhaling, lowering your hands back down. Good. Okay, here's our third and last downward dog. Take your time. Hips lift up nice and high. Notice how your shoulders feel here. Notice how your legs start to feel a little bit more open. Good. 3 more deep breaths. 2 more. Good. Last one. Knees lower down and then gently making your way back onto a seated position, onto your seat. Okay, great. Okay, so actually, we'll do this 2 different ways, okay? So we're going to come into just a little bit of a glute stretch here. So if you want to, we're gonna come into figure four glute stretch. So right ankle's gonna cross up and over the left knee, okay? And you're welcome to stay here in this seated position just like this, okay? And roll your shoulders up, lift it up through your chest, okay? Or you're also welcome to lower down and then come into figure four glute stretch on your back, okay? So again, you can choose what feels best for you. You can do a little mixture of both, just like how I just did it, okay? And then again, I find that when I have tension in my head, neck, and shoulders, I also have tension usually somewhere else in my body. So it's important to move and get things moving around here. Good, nice full deep breath here in your figure four, whether you're seated or on your back. Okay, great, okay, and then we'll slowly begin to switch sides, okay? So I'm gonna rock up. Release my feet. I'm going to cross my left ankle over my right knee. I'm going to sit up nice and tall. Find the length in my spine. Hands pressed down, lifting up through my chest. And again, if you're on your back, you can just switch over again. If you want to do a little combo here, you can stay here for just a moment. Good. And then slowly making your way onto your back for the figure four glute stretch reclined position here. Okay, so on our backs. A few more deep breaths here. Okay, good. And then this time, instead of coming back up to seated, we'll slowly just release our legs down, planting both feet onto your mat. Knees will be bent. We're going to set ourselves up for bridge pose here, okay? So rooting down, pressing down through the backs of your arms, your feet. Press your hips up towards the sky, okay? And then once your hips are up, walk your shoulder blades underneath you, okay? And then we're going to grab the outer edge of our mat here, okay? So we're going to grab the outer edge of our mat to really help press our hips up higher, but also to open up the front of our chest a little bit more. Notice if your chin wants to tuck into your neck or tuck into your chest, you want to lift your chin up just ever so slightly, and it's very small, okay? Keep the length through the back of the neck. That's the most important, okay? Let's stay again for just 2 more deep breaths. Last breath. Stay for the inhale, and exhaling, slowly lower your hips right back down. Okay, good. Inhaling, hips lift back up towards the sky again. Hips up nice and high. Again, walk those shoulder blades underneath you. Maybe this time you don't have to grab the outer edge of your mat. Maybe you can interlace your hands behind your back. Okay, so both choices, both options are totally fine. Feeling what feels best for your body. Good, and then slowly lowering right back down, nice and slow. Good, last one, same thing. Inhaling, lifting your hips up towards the sky, interlacing your hands behind your back or grabbing the outer edge of your mat. Don't hold your breath, breathe. Good, releasing your hands, slowly lowering all the way back down, nice and slow. Good, soles of the feet together, knees out nice and wide. And then just placing your hands just on, one hand on your chest, one hand on your navel, or both hands on your rib cage, whatever feels best again for you. Okay, just closing here, resting here. A few more final moments together, keeping your legs where they are or slowly stretching them out. in Shavasana, your choice. Good, and wherever you're at, slowly start to stretch your arms up over your head. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Slowly start to straighten your legs out, let your back arch. Good, hugging your knees into your chest and making your way onto your side. And then using your arms and your legs to help you come on up to a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, bringing your hands together at your heart center. Take a moment to just notice how you feel, moving, shifting your energy around, using your breath. And I hope you enjoyed this short little practice today. Go out and have a wonderful day. Go in peace. Shanti. Namaste.